What's up, guys? Welcome back to our episode reaction of Star Wars The Bad Batch. Today is episode 11 titled Devil's Deal. So, very curious to see what that will mean. Maybe it will have something to do with maybe the actual manifestation of the devil in the Star Wars universe. I mean, there's a version of hell in the Star Wars universe, so maybe that's what it is. Like, probably not. Anyway, so yeah, last episode, you saw my last reaction. It actually came out yesterday. I wasn't here to cover episode 10 when it first came out. I was on vacation, so I uploaded yesterday. So if you haven't seen my last reaction, go check it out. It came out yesterday. But yeah, so last episode, of course, we had the Bad Batch. Sid hired them to go help out a senator on a separatist plan called Raxus. And, you know, a couple of them were not really happy with it. Echo particularly was very much like, I don't want to help a separatist, like, that. But then by the end, they were actually all, like, pretty good helping him because he was actually not a bad dude. We also saw Mega, her strategy-based skills she has in playing that tabletop stop-motion game, I forget the name of what it was called, that you see them play in Star Wars a lot. And, you know, she helped pay off their debt to the batch that they owe to Sid by winning all these games. And, like, Sid grew to have a friendship a bit with her of that. And, you know, and because she was left behind, she wasn't allowed to go on this next mission because Hunter thought she'd been through enough already with Cad Bane and such. But, you know, now he challenged her to a game and saying, if you win, we won't leave you behind on any more mission, because he, like, realized actually, okay, she's doing good. And, like, everyone told him, lay off her. Like, he was getting mad. Like, I told her to lay low. And they're all like, lay off her, man. Don't get so ridiculous about it. So, presumably she probably won. Like, I doubt Hunter won at all. So, yeah, so we probably won't see Omega left behind on any more missions. So, yeah. We're also now starting to wind down the show. This is, like, episode 11. So, like counting this one, there's, like, 6 episodes left. So, after this, we have 5 episodes left. So, we're, like, almost done with the show. So, we're going to start seeing some stuff wrap up soon. At some point we're going to see a conflict, like, them probably with Crosshairs. Like, I hope we start seeing more Crosshairs. Like I said in the last reaction, I've not been a big fan of how we've not been seeing a lot of him. Like, he's a main member of the Bad Batch. We've barely seen him. So, like, I hope we start seeing him more. I really do. We'll probably see this conflict happen with the Caminos and see whatever exactly their plan is with Omega is. I doubt it will be this episode, or maybe it will be. But we'll probably start seeing some stuff start to wind down as we get to it. So, yeah, so who knows what's going to happen in this episode. So, let's just start, shall we? Let's begin. Where are we now? Is this Ryloth? Looks like it. There's a bunch of Twi'leks here. There's Crosshair, so good, we're seeing him. Just what I wanted. I wonder if you see Chamson. Oh, are we see can we see like a young Hera maybe? Possibility.
It's Senator Tar.
Oh,
despite our new refinery bringing count
that which helps Ryloth.
And what about you,
Syndulla.
General?
Oh, it is Cham.
Share your wife's outlook.
So that's Hera's mom. Nice. Maybe I might see a little Hera.
Everything all right, General?
Oh, what?
I should be content the war's over, but change is not always easy.
That clone's still
I
wearing
hope my people will embrace this
like,
peace.
more colorful armor.
Ryloth is safe, Cham. This is what you fought for.
Wait, why is that clone's?
Thanks to the
still has-
generosity of the new
Huh.
refinery.
When the Clone War began, and the Republic was losing, we were on our own. But when our losses mounted and the enemy closed in, the Clone Army came to our aid. They fought for us, and they have earned our respect. I trust them to protect us as they always have. Let us lay down our weapons and focus on Ryloth's future.
Interesting. I don't know how happy about it though. It's going back to that episode of the Clone Wars when Mace helped, you know, Cham on Ryloth. How Cham was kind of saying.
What a shame your daughter is not here to share in this.
Oh, he said daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, we could also see Chopper. I know, like, he was in a crashed ship on Ryloth back during the Clone Wars. But no, I remember thinking that Clone Wars episode. That's Chopper. That's Chopper.
Anything suspicious yet? Let me
That's
take a
cool.
look.
It's cool seeing Chopper and Hera.
Nothing looks out of the ordinary.
I think that's Vanessa
Mining
Marshall
facility.
still voicing
I
Hera.
overheard fire.
Yeah, I was thinking. I keep trying to say going back to episode of the Clone Wars when Mace helped Cham, you know, Jam's kind of saying, yeah, your clone army's coming here now, but who knows if they'll even leave. Like, he was saying something along those lines. So, like, I'm thinking back to that now. So it's like, and it's right, the clone army didn't leave. It's cool thinking back to that. I don't know. Well, it's weird. This clone still has, like, his kind of unique armor and such.
Sorry about this, General, but they were found inside a restricted zone.
We were just exploring.
I'm in a tough spot, Jam. Between us, things are a little tense at the moment. I won't report this, but it can't happen again.
I assure you it won't. Thank you, Hauser.
So what's with this guy? He still kind of sounds like a regular clone before the chips.
The Imperial refinery is off limits, Hera. You know that.
I never said we were at the refinery.
Oh.
I have my ways too. Now then, tell me what you saw. Leave nothing out.
Oh, she's not. Yeah, mad.
It's unacceptable.
We've been friends a long time, Sham. I'm telling you, the Imperials are up to something. You just don't want to see it.
We haven't seen the rest of the Bad Batch this whole episode.
Despite your warnings,
so far.
Cham Syndulla's proven to be more cooperative
Oh,
than
he's
anticipated.
bald now.
Did you see how the
Gobek Glee is
Oh.
a real threat.
At
He's his
heart.
lieutenant, Delroy.
Yeah, he got messed up.
We each have.
He and I want the same things, but differ in our approach.
If we need to fight, I am as capable as anyone. Gobi trusts me to do my part. Why can't
Yeah,
you?
she'll soon be leading like squadrons of her own. So this whole thing gonna take place following Cham and his family. It's starting to seem like
As you can
that.
see,
How can we trust these Imperials when they are keeping things from us?
We need to
This is-
try. For the sake of Ryloth.
Interesting. He was actually trying to be with the Empire first, but later on he does like go against them.
Still, I think I should stay here.
All right, but I was going to let you fly this time.
Fly? Really?
I guess it will have to wait.
Sharp, cover for me! Wait!
I don't know. Crosshair's been watching, tracking thing on there.
Now ease off on the thrust. It's time to land.
I can do it.
No takeoffs or landings, not yet.
The contact's inbound.
Context and the context gonna be the Bad Batch then? Yeah, it looks like the Bad Batch ship. Yeah, it is. Interesting. We're like pretty far in the episode, and now we're only now seeing the rest of the cast. I enjoy that. I like it. It's interesting. It's like we haven't followed them the whole episode. It's like they're not the main characters right now. That's what it feels like.
Funny business?
Uh-huh. I'll be watching you.
And my hair is like it's just much more gleeful and hopeful when she was younger.
You get to live on a starship? That's my dream.
Well,
You'll
technically,
get
it's
that
like
in a
Gunner's
few
not
years.
that when we are not getting chased or shot at. It's my room.
Building an arsenal attracts attention. You better know what you're getting into.
We don't have a choice.
She's kind of strange. I like her. Did you know flying's about a feeling?
What feeling?
It's a pretty interesting ship there. It's almost kind of like Boba Fett's Slave 1 ship to it. I'm sorry, just Boba Fett's ship. We can't call it Slave 1 anymore because Disney changed it. No one's gonna not call it Slave 1 though. Is he gonna just one shot, he just blew out the engine like that. God damn. That's weird. That was really the only time we're seeing the Batch this episode, I feel like. I guess I got more than they asked for. I want more Crosshair. We're actually getting a full episode. It's mostly just him. For the most part, man. It's not like centered around him.
I find your involvement in such matters to be most distressing.
Cham's behind this. She's the proof. He's plotting an uprising.
That's not true!
And the fact remains, Cham has not committed a crime. Yet. But this Syndulla has.
So she's only a child.
She is an insurgent. Take them away.
That clone is definitely not like the other clones. So there's like, what happened to this ship then? I'm curious about that.
Guilty of treason? They haven't had a trial yet.
Tal will see that they never get one.
This is when
must
Cham
intercept
finally
the
starts
convoy before it
fighting
reaches the
the
capital.
Empire.
Chapel, let's go!
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's the same room. We saw that in Rebels when like Thrawn went there. I remember that now. Oh, just immediately I recognized it, like her house. Some cool stuff's about to go down here, boys and girls. Jeez, just like stab the guy. Oh, I thought his head, he like chopped his head off somehow. No, it's just his helmet came off.
What are you waiting for? Attack!
Yes, sir.
There's definitely not. His chip did not activate. He's like, acting like a regular clone still. Stun block. So even they're not like trying to kill the clones, seems like.
The reinforcements.
They're not coming.
Our comms have been cut.
It's too late for that. Tell them we surrender.
Surrender? What are you doing?
Keeping us alive, Senator.
Huh.
For years, I've watched you put your greed and self-interests above Ryloth. You are the one guilty of treason.
Cham, stop and think about what you're doing.
Oh no, they're gonna kill his wife.
Thank you for playing your part, Senator.
Oh no, no. Oh, what? Why did he kill the senator? Oh wait, he did. He did the frame them. Okay. How's gonna step up and say something? He's not agreeing with any of this right now. Is that it? Ah, dang, that's it. That was a pretty good episode. That was definitely one of my favorites so far of the show. That was very good. Yeah, what's still Vanessa Marshall playing Harrison Dula? Blah. As Chopper as himself, but it's Dave Filoni who always played Chopper though, so that's funny. Alright, that was definitely one of my favorite episodes of the show. It's funny, I've said before, like in the last episode, how like last reaction, how lately there's been like a massive abundance of like every episode's been a guest character, and I said I feel like Rebels handles showing off guest characters in episodes better because like, but this like it's every episode is like, oh, here's Trace and Rafa, here's Rex, here's Cad Bane. And like Rebels, it's more like spaced apart and not as like every time. It's like, okay, here's Lando, and some time passes. Like here's maybe like Leia. Some time passes. Maybe here's like Saw Gerrera, stuff like that. But it's always still. I'm always still like excited to see like these like guest characters show up though. And like it makes sense when you see a Rebels character. Like Filoni made Rebels also, so of course he's gonna want to have some fanfare from that or show there. This is really cool. I was always wondering. I was never sure. I never thought they would actually do an episode that was like not solely about the Bad Batch. Because like, I remember when Cad Bane showed up, which like I was speculating that they might do the canceled Boba Fett arc from the Clone Wars of him, and that if they were to do that, that wouldn't no way involve the Bad Batch. They were not in an episode. Plus, it would have to be solely about Cad Bane and Boba Fett. I'm pretty sure that episode will probably not happen because when we saw Cad Bane, he had that plate on his head that looked like a bandage mark from a wound, so it'll probably not happen. But so I was not sure if they would do an episode that was dedicated to like not the Bad Batch because like with the Clone Wars they could do that, but this is like it's called the Bad Batch, so I'm not sure if they would do that. But they did. They did show up. Like it was entirely about like the Syndulla family in this, which I found very cool and very interesting. Like Hera's a great character. Like I always enjoy that character. She's great from Rebels. Like seeing more of Cham. I think it's the first time we're seeing his wife and Hera's mom. I don't think we've ever seen her before. So, and what was her name? Eleni Syndulla. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Eleni? I think so. But that was a very cool episode. Seeing like because we've always heard stuff about Ryloth, like how. They refer to how they back in the Clone Wars said they were kind of foreshadowing how clones will never leave. Now we're seeing that. And we've always heard about Ryloth, how the Empire like really took control of it and stuff. And it's pretty cool seeing like it like very early on after the Clone Wars. I thought that was pretty cool. And it's interesting seeing Cham's outlook at first. He was kind of like trying to be on the Empire's side, but like after the whole thing with Harry, he's like now against them. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I feel like Gobi Glee, their uncle, like I don't think have we had mention of Gobi before? Have you heard the name before though? I mean, look, I swear, like maybe I'm thinking of something else, but I feel like we have. I don't think we've seen like a character named Gobi before. I don't know. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, yeah, he was in. Yeah, Gobi was in the Clone Wars and Rebels, right? So no, yeah, I wasn't sure if we had seen before, but I know we had. So like I knew I heard that name somewhere before. So yeah, that's cool. So yeah, he has been around before. So that's neat knowing that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. At one point also I thought we would see that little Twi'lek girl that Waxer and Boyle befriended back in the Clone Wars, because we know years later she grows up to become like a member of Cham's resistance. But we didn't see her, which is fine, not a big deal. But also, oh yeah, the clone guy, Captain Hauser. So like, that was interesting. So he definitely did not have a chip. His chip was not activated. Or like, if it did activate, it would malfunction because he still has like a more customized armor. It has like the blue color scheme to it. He still has like a much more like his own personalized hairstyle. He acts more nice and polite, and he's a bit more shocked by some of the tactics they're using. So that's interesting. So like yeah, because Rex said earlier when he showed up that there are some clones who can resist their chips. He hasn't seen too many though, but there are some. So I doubt Rex has seen this guy though. If Rex had seen this guy, he wouldn't be working with the Empire still. But that's very interesting, and I wonder because this episode, are we gonna possibly not? Like, what's gonna happen next episode then? Because like this episode ends on a way where like there's a lot of stories still left to be told here. So like, I mean, there's only like five episodes left, and like it's about the Bad Batch. So I doubt there'll be too many episodes still dedicated to this storyline. I mean, maybe I have no idea at this point. Like, so I'm not sure. Like, maybe they might do like a mini series about this, which I think would be cool. Because I mean, characters like Hera and Cham, like they're pretty interesting, cool characters. I feel like this could be like a little mini series thing, just showing this little like adventure thing, maybe like showing like Cham, Hera is awesome. Showing this Captain Hauser guy. I don't know, maybe. I'm not sure what the intention is, but, like, who knows? I was great to see more Crosshairs. I was happy they're finally showing more of him. I mean, we didn't see a lot of him. I'm at least glad we're seeing him again in the show. They're still not doing much of him about his chip, which I know they, like, fully enhanced it, so that's why. So I'm not really that surprised by that. But he's been injured, yeah. He's bald now. He's got that permanent burn mark on the side of his head, so that sucks. But I did notice, like, the burn mark is, like, that burn mark is, like, right near the side of his head where the chip usually would be. So I wonder if maybe that will come back later to possibly mess up his chip. I have no idea. It's a possibility. I'm just brainstorming here. So maybe. I have no clue. But it was also just funny just seeing, it was just also just funny seeing, like, the Bad Batch show, like I said, because, like, it felt like, because we hadn't seen them almost the entire episode up to that point, like, if they didn't feel like main characters of the show at all by that point. It felt like they felt like they were the guest characters at this point. They were, like, showing up, which I found very funny. Yeah. But I do like, I mean, we saw with the Omega episode with Cad Bane and Fennec Shan, there are other episodes where characters like Omega can carry the show, or an episode without the Bad Batch there, but the Bad Batch was still very prominently in that episode. This one, neither the Batch or Omega are prominently here. They're in like one scene, but they're not really there for that long. Like heck, even only Hunter and Tech talk in the scene. I don't think Echo or Wrecker talked at all. So yeah, so like, but it's cool. It's showing that there are other characters that can carry an episode. I mean, these are all pre-established characters, so like, it makes sense why they can carry. They're all like interesting characters. But yeah, I do like seeing like all this like early stuff showing Hera, like showing, of course, she's always had an obsession with wanting to fly. I like seeing her like early stages of it, wanting to again start flying and such, and be part of a resistance. I'm curious if we do ever come back to this storyline on this planet with them. It'd be curious if like maybe like she runs into Kanan somehow or Caleb. I doubt she would though. I'm pretty sure they didn't meet till they were older. But then again, they could change it. I don't know. But yeah, it was cool. It was interesting seeing that one senator again, that Twi'lek senator guy, who we had seen before. He was in Revenge of the Sith, right? I think he was. I'm pretty sure. I know he was in. I think he was in Revenge of the Sith also. Yeah, he was. He was Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, this here. Was he voiced by Phil Lamar in the Clone Wars also? He must have been then. Yeah. Yeah, so we saw that guy again, so that was pretty cool. Lot of pretty good, lot great action and set pieces here, so... Yeah, honestly, like, it's... Again, I'm saying again, I'm just like, it's just weird. Like I said before, it's weird. Like, I don't want... The show does a lot, as almost every episode's been a guest character in the episode. But, like, even still, like, I'm still excited to see them, it's cool. But here it was, like, handled well. Like, I do like that was, like... Like, it wasn't like they just threw Hera in here, or Cham, or Chopper, as just like, hey, look, it's these characters. Like, they are actually telling a story there, like, showing, the early days of, like, Ryloth with Cham and Hera. So I thought that was all pretty cool. That's very interesting. Yes, I'm curious now if we're going to come back to this, like, or if there'll be a season 2 of this show, maybe we'll return to it in season 2, because, like, the way they set that up, like, they must come back to it at some point. Like, there's no way we don't. Like, it'd be kind of weird if we don't. I mean, we know, like, characters like Chopper and Hera, like, and Cham, they're fine, and, like, Gobi, they're all fine, they're in Rebels. But, like, Eleni, we don't know what happens to her. Like, I think she dies. I could be wrong. I could be calling. I don't know. I think she died. I don't think she was alive during... We never saw her in Rebels, so I think they referred to her as being dead. We don't know what happened to this Captain Hauser also, so... Yeah, I'm very curious about what's going to happen with all this stuff. And this Orn Freen character is now dead, so... Yeah, a lot of stuff happening here. Let me look it up right now, if, like... I'm just curious if she is dead. Nah... I mean, I'll probably end up learning it at some point by accident later on, but like, I'll try and hold off learning if she's dead or not, the mom, in case it's a spoiler or something, if they do come back to this, I don't know. But, I don't know. Overall, this is a very good episode. I really enjoyed it. It really felt like classic Clone Wars, just going off on, like, we're, like, away from the rest of the main cast, and, like, we're following these other characters, and it's a very fun little adventure, but it's, like, also still, like, very good in story purpose. So, like, for these characters, at least, in story purpose. So, yeah. I'm curious to see, then, what's going to happen next episode, if we're going to come back to this or we won't. I'm really not sure, but, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Tell me in the comment section down below, what did you think of The Devil's Deal? Definitely one of my favorite episodes of the show so far. So, yeah, tell me what you thought in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys later for next week's episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. Hey, if you like that video, guess what? YouTube picked out a video just for you on the left. Or, if you want to take my advice, watch the most recent video on the right. Thanks for watching.